Get up, you son of a bitch! Cause Pawns Drunk loves ya.
Yeah, fight week, baby! Fight day, fight night! Thurman, Fundora! One time! Inferno! Towering! One time! Now last time! One time! Let's go! 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 Smash that like button!
No 50, no game. I am the light. I keep it tight. With all my might. You know how I'm doing. I don't even need no music.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
No music. No music. No music.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. You already know this is Pawns Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we've been waiting for. March 28th, today, Saturday, we got Thurman. Thurman is back versus Sebastian Fundora. But is Thurman really back? Is Thurman gonna be back, really back? Or Father Time took him out? Or maybe Sebastian Fundora gonna introduce Father Time to Keith One Time Thurman? Right now, we got Brian Mendoza versus Tellers. I thought they was gonna cancel this fight. He took a real tough headbutt and the nostrils was bleeding, was gushing. But he's a warrior. He said, "Nah, I can't have this fight go non-contest. I need to get paid." Me tiene que pagar. Shout out to the people in the chat right now. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Y'all already know we buy pay-per-views out here. We buy pay-per-views, so you know. Contribute to the channel, you feel me? Contribute to the channel if you like the content, you like the breakdown, you like the live commentary. You know what I'm saying? Donations. I thought it was a trash can. Don't be afraid to send the donations. You know we pay pay-per-view out here, yeah. Don't be afraid to send donations. Let me know if y'all like when I do live commentary. You know? Was in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Chilling with the kids, you know? And I said, I got to go live for the people. Don't make me lead the kids. Don't make me lead the kids. Don't make me lead the kids and you ain't going to support your boy now. Huh? We in round number 3. Tellers versus Mendoza is getting chippy out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. MGM Grand. It's getting chippy out here, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting chippy out here. Let me tell you like this. Go into the main event. Let me tell you like, And going to the main event, I know there's people out there that got Fundora beating Keith Thurman, but there's a lot of people out there that feels like Keith Thurman could do it. That Keith Thurman got the skills to pay the bills. That Keith Thurman could rise to the occasion. That Keith Thurman could turn back the clock. But Sebastian Fundora is a tough task. He's an enigma. You can't find real sparring for a guy like Sebastian Fundora, especially in this junior middleweight division. What's good? What's good, Presidente? Bro, commentary, keep them coming. That's what I'm talking about. I am, you know? Let me tell you like this. Look, like again, y'all familiar with the channel? Y'all already know. I already told y'all, man. If it wasn't for Keith One Time Thurman, there won't be no Punch Drunk Boxing YouTube channel. You know why? Because I came to the YouTube to debate people. My favorite fighter, Keith One Time Thurman, but I can't make emotional picks. Because the people, hey, y'all can't make emotional picks, but it's a 50-50 fight. I believe that Keith Thurman got better skills than Sebastian Fundora, but Sebastian Fundora is active. I don't think Sebastian Fundora ever fought somebody like Keith Von Tom Thurman or beat somebody like Keith Von Tom Thurman. I don't think that Sebastian Fundora ever been in the ring with a guy with the IQ like Keith Von Tom Thurman, but I know that Keith Thurman never been in the ring with somebody that looked like Sebastian Fundora. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages. There's a lot of, we know this, but we don't know this. We know Keith Thurman's IQ. And we know that Sebastian Fondura don't got a high IQ, because with that height, you got to establish the jab and keep people at bay. But you know how to fight in the inside. And he knows the uppercut. He likes to go to the body. And Keith Thurman, he likes to bang. But let me tell you like this. As a Keith Thurman fan, been following Keith Thurman since the amateurs. He gets hurt by tall guys. And he's about to face the tallest guy. He did get hurt by Soto Corraz in that first round. He did get hurt in the 7th round by Josecito Lopez. He did get hurt a little bit to the body by Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? He does get tagged by taller fighters. You know what I'm saying? So the defense of Fundura, see, if we see Fundura get tagged, we see Fundura get dropped, we see Fundura get stopped. So let me tell you like this, the defense of Fundura and Keith Von Tom Thurman is, I don't think that Keith Thurman is superior in defense. I don't think Fundura is better than Keith Von Tom Thurman in the defensive end, but it's not like Keith Thurman is a defensive whiz. You know what I'm saying? He does get hurt, he does get tagged in enough fights to show the vulnerability. But the difference between their vulnerabilities is that Keith Von Tom Thurman survival tactics is better than Fundura. So in this fight, main event, coming up next, you're going to see Keith Von Tom Thurman hurt, and you're going to see Fundura hurt. It's a great possibility two guys is going to be hurt. But if I have to bet who has the survival tactics, Keith Thurman know how to run, get out the way, and Keith Thurman know how to adjust. We seen it one time with Sebastian Fundura when he adjusted, got hurt by Erickson Lubin. You know what I'm saying? He survived, but he could have survived the man that's in the ring right now versus tennis with Brian Mendoza. Every time Thurman get hit, he know how to survive. He'll win the next round. He'll win. Just like when he got hurt by Luis Collazo in that 4th, he came right back and won the 5th. Just like he lost to Sean Porter in the 9th or in the 10th, I believe, he came back and won the 11th. Just like when Manny Pacquiao dropped him in the 10th round, he came right back and won the 11th round. Just like when Soto Corraz stacked him up in the 1st round, he came back and won the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. Just like when Diego Chavez busted his nose, Keith Von Tom Thurman went to the body and eventually stopped Diego Chavez. So Keith Thurman has gotten hurt. He's gotten hurt, and he will get hurt tonight. But will he survive again? Dave Fernandez. Super Chari Pari Fundura by KO. And I'm a third. Ay. No me diga eso. Don't tell me that Dave Fernandez. Don't tell me that Dave Fernandez. I say this. It's not going to go 12. I'd be highly surprised if it goes 12. I'd be highly surprised if it goes 12. As a matter of fact, if it does go 12, if Thurman goes 12 with the high volume punching of Sebastian Fundura, because if it passes 8, 9, 10, I got to give the second half. Well, I got to say it like this. Keith Von Tom Thurman, he starts off fast and he ends strong. So Keith Thurman does have a second win in 12-round bouts. Keith Thurman been here before at the highest level, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get, look, if y'all familiar with the channel, y'all know, and good looking out, God bless you, my brother. Sebastian Fundura is good. But I just never trusted the IQ of Sebastian Fundura. But if we're going to say that Virgil Ortiz is walking into his prime, 28 years old, 29. If we're going to say that Jerome Bruce Ennis is walking into his prime, if we're going to say that Shakur Stevenson is walking into his prime, if we're going to say that Devin Haney is walking into his prime, if we're going to say that Ryan Garcia is walking into his prime, ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian Fundora is walking into his prime. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set for Sebastian Fundora to have the best win of the division. But the stage is set for Keith Thurman's redemption. The stage is set to continue the new crop of old lines running the sport of boxing. What am I talking about? Who's pound for pound number one? Come on, tell me in the chat. Who's pound for pound number one in the chat? Tell me in the chat right now. Who's pound for pound number one? Who's pound for pound number one? Fundora's going to use. He said, Darwin said, I'm rocking with the Inferno. Who's pound for pound number one in the sport of boxing? So I could prove my point. But retire, right? Let's go, Willie Guerrero. Let's go, Willie Guerrero. Let's go. Let's go. Good looking out with the $10. Let's go. We're going for Thurman. And the new junior middleweight WBC champion of the world from Clear Waters, Florida, Keith, one time Thurman. Are we going to hear that? Or are we going to hear, and still... Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, man. Oh, Moses Itoma. Man, when he punches people, he give people what is it? What'd you call it? Hematomas. AKA he the hematoma, bruh. Shout out to hematoma. Fundura bomb, man. Boogeyman said Fundura. Man, now people coming to the chat saying that my guy Thurman gonna lose, man. Thurman gonna lose, man. Nah, man. Damn, man. I don't want Thurman to go out like that. I don't want. See, you remember the last live I said, if Thurman don't do this like he did in those big fights, he didn't do it, yo. He didn't do it, man. Damn, Thurman, you should have went like this, Thurman. I like how Thurman looked body-wise. I like the legs. You saw Thurman's leg, his thighs cut up. That means he was running. And I remember he did an interview, and he said, I'm about to run six miles. That means that Thurman went back to road work again. Thurman stopped doing road work. He said he was doing road work again. But you know what I also, because I look at physique. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I look at the physique. It's important. It's important for punch round boxing. Yeah. Just like when we look at the weigh-in, we look at, hey, yo, nah, he drained. Nah. We know that it's all that water weight, but he didn't work out like that because we'll see the little pudge in the back, the little love handle. Thurman, no Fundura had no watery love handles. None. It was all cut up. But one thing I did see in Fundura and Thurman is that Thurman's neck wasn't, I don't know if he didn't work too much on the neck, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Sebastian Fundura looked like he worked on the neck. Sebastian Fundura looked like he was working on setups. Thurman too. Thurman goes all out in the first round. All I'm saying, look, I think that Thurman could be patient, but take control. I truly think that Thurman could be patient, but he needs to take control. He can't lose round because I'm going to say it like this. Sebastian Fundura will win the close rounds because the output can Keith one time Thurman use his athleticism and push Fundura back. Can he make Fundura fight in a way that he never fought before? Can Keith one time Thurman push Fundura back? push them skinny legs back. Huh? Because the only thing that Fundora going to do, he's going to, he's going to try to swing with the uppercut. But with the uppercut, see, everybody's talking about this. Look. So watch out for Sebastian Fundura's uppercut. But guess what? When you shoot in the uppercut, that's a punch that it could be easily countered. That's why you don't see a lot of fighters, a lot of elite. If you look at a lot of elite fighters versus elite fighters, they'll throw uppercuts, but they don't throw uppercuts like hooks. No, they don't throw too much uppercuts. You know why? Because you're subjected to counter. You're the most open with uppercut. So I want Keith Thurman to work the feint. Feint. Make him trip. Make him overthink. Sebastian Fundora is just going to throw without a plan. Fundora is going to throw without a plan. Keith Thurman has this. Fundora doesn't have this. So it's easily you could confuse Fundora. You could confuse Fundora. Fundora looks like he's in the best shape. He did. He looks. But guess what? I did see the bicep injury. The difference between I seen the bicep. I seen that bicep is all the way up here. I seen that bicep injury. You know what I'm saying? Did Fundora rush into this fight? Did Fundora feel like, I'm my young self? Because when you're young, you get an injury, you could go right back to the gym. When Keith Thurman had the bicep injury leading up to the Tim Tszyu, he rather get surgery. That's why you don't see right away. When you do a bicep surgery right away, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't look the way that a Fundora. See, Fundora said after surgery, I just need a little break. Let me ice that. Let me give me like 3 to 6 weeks, and I'm back in the gym. I don't know, but forget about that because we seen Ugas. Remember when Ugas fought Manny Pacquiao and everybody seen his bicep right before the fight? Oh man, Ugas, he injured his bicep. He beat Manny Pacquiao. So look, ain't no excuses. All I'm saying, man, I'm just detailing everything, folks. I'm just giving you the details. Thurman looked good in his last fight. But people gonna be like, yo, but Punch, who the hell is Brock Jarvis though, man? He came from this division, he came from that division. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know boxing, that what Thurman did in his last performance was great. You know why? Because it ignited the killer instinct. It don't matter who he fought. Sometimes you need to knock somebody out. It's like if you got a jump shot, ladies and gentlemen, for all the ballers, you feel me? For all the ballers in the building. Y'all know I'm talking about real ballers. They're going to understand this example, what I'm about to give right now. When you playing ball, right? But you got a J, you got a decent J. And for all of a sudden, you off. You shooting the 3. Damn, it's off. You shooting it off. You open. You off. You have an off. You have an off night the first half, right? What your coach is going to tell you? Come on, ballers. What does the coach tell you? Hey, yo, penetrate, take it inside, man. Get to the side and get to the free throw line because once you win the free throw line, boom. You know what I'm saying? All you need to do is see that ball go in. Pause. All you need to do is see that ball go in, give you that confidence that when you take a J and then you take the J, it go. You need to see the basketball go in. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's what Keith Thurman needed. He needed that knockout. It don't matter who it was. He needed that. In the history of the sport of boxing, there a lot of our favorite legends be having in-between fights like that. Go check out when Hagler lost. Check out the fighters that he fought after. To get him back in the rhythm of things, to get him back to his killer instinct. Go check it out. Go check Roberto Duran, who he needed a fight after. I ain't lying. I'm just an historian. And we could Google this stuff. I'm gonna let you know. No, Punch, but Brock Jarvis ain't nobody. Now, he needed that. Because one thing that Keith Thurman said after the Mario Barrio fight, he said, man, I lost my killer instinct. I got to get my killer instinct back. He needed that. See, now Keith Thurman is talking about KO like crazy, all leading up to this fight because he's back to that mentality. He's back. How many times you ever heard Keith Thurman said, "It's not, man, it's not going to go a whole 12. Either he going to sleep or I'm going to sleep. You know why? Because Keith Thurman is older, and Keith Thurman is saying, you know what, man, I'm not working overtime. Everybody know who I am. I'm not going to skip it to do that. Skip it day. My oh my, what a wonderful day. I'm not going to run a marathon, man. This is going to be a sprint. It's going to be a sprint. I know Thurman. When Thurman said he going for it, he going for it. You remember when he was telling Brock Jarvis, you an appetizer. Appetizer. He need money is back. Maybe it's the money. But maybe Fundura needed the money. That's why he didn't get the surgery and his bicep look nasty. Maybe everybody needs the money, man. Forget about it. Everybody want payday. We all want payday. Hey, yo, most of us go to a job that we don't even love and like, but we got to go get that check to give it to our family and stuff like that and feed our kids and pay the bills. Most of the people in the world don't like what they're doing, but they need to go to work to get that payday. And Keith Thurman is right back at work, clocking in. He clocking in. He want that payday. He want that payday. He need a new condo too. I seen Keith one time Thurman with this living in the same place. Maybe that's why he mad. They say, yo, Thurman. They say, yo, Thurman. Thurman went out there to Nepal, got married, and he got soft, man. I was hating when people say that. Then I even started believing in that shit. Shit, come on, Thurman. You come on, man. I remember I did a video. I said, yo, Thurman's wife just talked to him. You don't know who he is before he was an animal. What did you do to Thurman? What do you do with our guy? What is this? What's good, Josh? What's good, man? You know, we here, man. Still doing our thing, man. You know, still doing our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's people that support, there's people that love your boy, there's people that try, you know what I'm saying? People try to hate on me, you know what I'm saying? I went through everything, man. I went through everything, but we still here. Punch on box, still here. But this is a good fight with Tellers and Mendoza. Hey, yo, it's really tough to know what's going to happen. And you know why? Because if y'all been following your boy, what's good, Mr. Skinny? What's good? If y'all been following your boy, I've been trying to tell y'all the 154-pound division is the most stacked division, most dangerous division in the sport of boxing for years. 4 years. 4 years. BK with the $10 super chat. Good looking out. God bless, bro. God bless. Thurman, Mr. Skinny got Thurman. Clearwater, Florida, Thurman. Now Mendoza's bleeding. Tellers was bleeding from the nose, from the head, but man, it's looking nasty out here. We in the 8th round, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to the main event. La música, tú quieres la música de Randy. Por BK, la música de Randy. Randy not here. Let's go. BK! He said, man, I'm gonna take that DJ from Randy. DJ! Let's go. Good looking now. We're in the 8th round, ladies and gentlemen. 8th round. Body shot by Mendoza. Nothing. They in the middle of the ring right now, ladies and gentlemen. In the middle of the ring. Both wearing white with blood on it. Both wearing white trunks with blood on it. Two more rounds, and then we go into the main event of the evening. Hey, yo, Brian Mendoza, left eyes bleeding like crazy right now. Body shot by the Cubano. Here we go. You want a Cuban sandwich? I got you. Ain't nothing better than the Cuban sandwich, but I don't eat pork. But, man, when I used to eat pork, man, I love that Cuban sandwich. Ain't nothing but a Cuban sandwich. Subway don't even know. The Subway done too many sandwiches. They don't even know how to do a Cuban sandwich. Huh? Crazy word. You already know. Hey. Yeah, man, we got a Cuban, bro. We like, what is it? What's Mendoza? American and Mexican? Mira, nene, tú le tienes que dar. Tú le tienes que dar con ese cubano, primo. Dale con ese puño. Dale con ese puño con la derecha y la izquierda. Dastelo. Cabrón. Yo, Xander Zayas signed the contract to fade Jerome Boost Ennis, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Xander Zayas bringing Puerto Rico energy back outside of Amanda Serrano. They got the Puerto Ricans got somebody really to cheer on. He's bringing that Cotto energy, that Tito Trinidad energy, that Hector Camacho energy. New York City, June, what is it? June 27, June 7th? Man, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Si te quieres imagine Xander Zayas bring out their Bad Bunny. Si te quieres divertir, con el canto incomprimo. Solo quieres que vivir. Un verano en Nueva York. And they're going at it right now, ladies and gentlemen, the 9th round. But you know what? See, Fondura, he been beating flat-footed fighters, though. So we know that Keith Thurman can't be flat-footed. We know that he not flat-footed. But people are saying that Keith Thurman old. Keith Thurman old. But there's some news. But everybody talking about inactivity. But let's be real. Fighters don't fight like before. Everybody's inactive. Yo, if you ask any legend, they'll be like, all these fighters is active. It's an inactive boxing era. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Keith Thurman only fought 2 times in the past 5 years. All right, but Crawford fight 5 times in the past 5 years. It ain't like, it's not the discrepancy. You know what I'm saying? It's not all of that. You know? They don't fight all the time. There's not wear and tear, though, on Keith Thurman. There's not a lot of wear and tear. He could be fresh. I'm going to give you an example. Oh, uppercut by Tellers. I'm going to give you an example. Sugar Ray Leonard. Top 3 GOAT. Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard ain't had a lot of fights. He didn't have a lot of fight like Duran and Julio Cesar Chavez and Thomas Hearns and nothing like that. He had the less fights. He was retired for 3 years. Came right back and beat Hagler. Came right back after 3 years retired. You know why? Because he didn't have a lot of wear and tear like that. He could take a little break and come right back and had retina surgery too. Let's go. Jay Pitt City in the building with the $5 super chatty party. Hey, let's go. Salute punch. Lubin actually had a good strategy, but he got stubborn and decided to want to go toe to toe. Facts. Lubin did have, but you know what? Lubin should have gone to the body. He was head hunting too much. But see, look at this. Everybody was talking about the Brian Mendoza, what he did to Sebastian Fundora. How he set up that left hook, though. Or was it a right hand? How he set up that right hand? What was the punches? What was the punch before he landed that big right? What was the punch that he landed before Mendoza landed that big right? Think about it. What was the 2 punches that Mendoza landed and then he came right back up top? Body shot. Thank you, Jay. So Fondura couldn't see it because he gave him a nice little feint to the body. Ha! Yeah! Boom! And Keith Thurman got one of the best foot feints in the game, bruh. So all you got to do, is win the ring generalship. Yep. You got to invest to the body. If Lubin would at least invested in the body, Because even when he was tagging him, he was just head hunting. That's what a lot of people don't want to talk about. Mendoza overright. So everybody's saying, yo, Thurman can get the overright. Invest to the body, bro. Get to the body and the head will fall, bro. Get to the body and the head will fall. But I'm a Thurman guy. But Thurman's defense, it be slacking, bro. It be slacking sometimes. He does get in his mental, defensive mental lapses, bro. He does. Thurman is very small, but he also throws some looping shots that keeps him open too. You know what I'm saying? His left hook is be looping. You know what I'm saying? As well. Thurman got to overwhelm Fondura with footwork and feints and make Fondura go to something he usually don't go to. Make him think. If Thurman give Fondura something to think about, because his IQ ain't all that, so give him something to think about. Fondura don't rely on this. Fundora relies on this. Fundora relies on cojones. Thurman relies on this, cojones and heart. When you at this level in whatever sport, this is how you win. This is how you win. Take away what that other team or how you say another team or fighter is efficient at. That's how you win the game at this level. These ain't amateurs. This ain't the YMCA. When you at this level, and everybody already seen a bunch of your fights, and he's seen a bunch of his fights. Everybody know how Thurman fights. Everybody know how Fundura fights, right? It's how you take away the efficiency. I'll give you an example. I'm going to go with basketball terms as well, football terms. You ain't never going to stop Steph Curry from shooting. You ain't never going to stop his jump shot. But if you can make him shoot 5 for 23 from the field, something like that, then he's going to get his points on the free throw line, whatever. But the efficiency is going to make you win. You feel me? That's how you win. You take away what they're comfortable, what they're good at, the efficiency. So if Fundura gonna overwhelm you with the punch selection, you gotta overwhelm him with movement, something he never seen. Cause Keith one time Thurman don't throw a lot of punches. So he's not gonna overwhelm him with punches. With output, meaning, he's not gonna overwhelm him with output. He's gonna overwhelm him with power to make him think. And when we're talking about power, we're not talking about, he's gonna knock him out. No, we're not talking about that. He's gonna respect his, Thurman just gotta win for a knockout. No, you gotta hit him with a good shot to make him think throughout the whole fight. That's what it is. Shout out to Luda Kuba. Let's go, Just. Smash that like. We're going to the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. The main event of the evening. Coming up next. Shout out to PBC, Amazon Prime, TGB, Tom Brown, Al Heyman. Yeah. A lot of people in this community was hating on PBC. Man, PBC is done. PBC is sinking. PBC is out of here. PBC is out of business. No, amigo. No. 2026, it might be PBC reigning supreme again. Yes. Because we got this fight that the world of boxing is looking at. And then we got David Benavidez, the Mexican monster versus Sudo Ramirez and Maine, PBC. And then we in negotiations with Devin the Dream Haney versus Rolly Romero, PBC. And we heard that Javante Tan Davis is in negotiations with Pitbull Cruz, PBC. We heard already that Earl Spence gonna be fighting Tim Tszyu, PBC. Ladies and gentlemen, PBC is ready to take over, ready to reign supreme again, 2026. Yeah. Some of y'all gonna hate it. I don't know why y'all hate it. I'm happy that PBC is lit. I'm happy that Paramount got Sufa. Shout out to Sufa. I'm happy that Golden Boy Promotion secured a deal with the Zone. I'm happy that Top Rank secured a deal with the Zone. I'm happy that ESPN secured a deal with MVP. The ladies is good. The fighters, every fighter, all the platforms. Let's go, baby. It's boxing. It's boxing all day. Boxing, boxing, boxing. Boxing, boxing, boxing. Boxing, boxing, boxing. Tellers beats Brian Mendoza. Unanimous decision. 12 wins, 1 loss, 8 KOs. And shout out to Tellers because he could have easily turned this. He could have easily turned this into a no contest when his nose got bloodied up. The Zone need a hire. That's what I'm talking about, Kaden. They need to hire your boy, bro. Somebody need to hire your boy, man. I ain't even cursing that much, right? I ain't even cursing that much. They got to hire your boy Punch Run Boxing, baby. They got to hire, baby. They got to hire your boy, man. For real, they downplaying. They know who I am. People know people know who Punch is. But maybe yo, Punch, you gotta calm down. You know what I'm saying? Punch, you're a funny guy, but you know what I'm saying? You're a funny guy, but you know what I'm saying? If you want doors to open up, just keep it a little, you know what I'm saying? Keep it a little professional. Stay doing what you're doing, stuff like that. Low nose boxing in the building. Low nose boxing. The members. Yo, if you feeling the energy, man, become a member, man. If you feeling the energy, donations. If you feeling the energy, smash that like button. If you feeling the energy, share the live, share the channel. If you feeling the energy, super chat. If you feeling the energy, super thanks. If you feeling the energy, cash app. You know what I'm saying? We pay pay-per-view out here. Facts, Boogie. Me Showbiz doing shout out to my brother Showbiz, bro. Me Showbiz doing color commentating. Wow. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the boxing content creators, man. The real ones. Shout out to the real ones. Energy. I like the boxing content creators that give that energy. Energy. If you boring, I can't. If you boring in a sport like this, you gotta have energy. Showbiz and Punch podcast. Oh, it would be fire, man. Energy. I want to collab with energy. Is it going the whole 12? Is Sebastian Fundora going to do what many think he going to do? Is he going to? Is Fundora going to take the old dog, that old Yella? Huh? Is going to take old Yella and put him out? Keith one time Thurman. He's with Tony Morgan, the trainer, Tony Morgan. I'm saying? Helped a lot of amateurs. Put Andre Berto on the map. Shout out to Ben Getty as well. First fight versus opponent taller than 6 feet. Yeah, but Thurman don't do it. Thurman does get hurt with tall fighters. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But I also seen Thurman send dudes to the hospital. That's how I got introduced to Keith one time Thurman. Keith one time Thurman used to put people in the hospital, bro. Literally. Ask anybody. Literally. Keith Thurman was putting people, his amateur, he was putting people in the hospital. Facts. And I'm not sugarcoating. That's why I became a fan of Keith one time Thurman. I said, when this guy become pro, he the man, bro. He's dangerous. This is what boxing needs. He know how to talk the talk and walk the walk. And he told Clarissa Shields that Clarissa Shields got an erection. Hey, yo, Thurman said that Clarissa Shields is a female with an erection, bro. And people shouldn't be mad at Thurman. Like, yo, what Thurman said that? Nah, this woman been trying to disrespect Keith Thurman for 5 years already, bro. He been disrespecting. Y'all, whatever y'all want to call. She been disrespecting Keith for Tom Thurman like for 5 years already. Those are facts. The boxing world knows that. So when finally Keith and Tom Thurman said, "The hell with this bitch," yo, that's the best line now. Yo, she's a female with an erection, bro. And how much you want to bet that if Thurman loses, she's going to go in? But if Thurman wins, if Thurman loses, the first tweet, Carissa Shield going to be talking about Thurman. I told you he ain't no skills. If Sebastian Fundora could do it, I could do it. We're going to the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. The main event of the evening. Could Keith one Tom Thurman bring those punching output from Sebastian Fundora low? Can Sebastian Fundora finally show consistently that he could keep his opponents at bay? Maybe Sebastian Fundora don't want to keep his opponents at bay. Maybe being 6'6", he don't know how to keep his opponents at bay. That's why he fights on the inside. Sebastian Fundora's strength is also his weakness. Sebastian Fundora, look, his last opponent, he went 12 with Carlos Ocampo. Earl Spence finished Ocampo. Tim Tszyu finished Ocampo. He went 12. Then he lost to Brian Mendoza. And then the Tim Tszyu was a split decision. It was the cut. And then, okay, he got Booker, but Booker, come on now. And then Tim Tszyu, so people saying, yo, but Fundora is getting better. He getting better with Tim Tszyu, though. That's it. That's it. It's not like Sebastian Fundora lost to Brian Mendoza and then and then that knockout, that stoppage, that he beat Tim Tszyu, and then he fought how you say it? Then let's say he fought somebody credible. Let's say he beat he knocks out Brian Castano. He knocks out or beats Jamel Charlo, and then we like all this, but he just got better because he just beat Tim Tszyu in a different way. That's what people say, he got better. That's the same opponent. That's the same opponent. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, well, Devin Haney got better after beating George Kambosos too. Oh, yo, Devin Haney got better. Nah, that's the same guy. But it's a myth, ladies and gentlemen. The myth is you're just as good as your last fight. That's a myth. That's not real. I'm one of the few boxing heads that say I don't believe in that. I don't believe that you're just as good as your last fight. You're not. That's a lie, bro. That's a lie. That's why there's so many surprises. There's so many, and people so confused. Because if it was like that, guess what? If you're just as good as your last fight, how the hell does Bud Crawford perform like that versus Madrimov and then do the incredible win, had the incredible win in 168 versus Canelo Alvarez? If you're just as good as your last fight. Nah. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. We can't go with that because they don't fight enough. So it's either you in the gym for 8 months, working on new tools and putting new emphasis, enhancing your skill set. Nah, you're not just as good as your last. Put it this way. Look at Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, how he looked versus Devin. Then how he looked versus Rolly. Then how he looked versus Mario Barrios. No, you're just not as good as your last fight. Nah, that's not. If Keith Thurman still has his legs, and look, this is new science, ladies and gentlemen. 37 is not old, bro. I don't know why people make it seem like, yo, but Thurman is 30. Yo, Alexander Usyk is looking Alexander Usyk at 40 is looking better than ever. Fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is 40, bro. Looking better and moving better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford beat Canelo at 38. Bud Crawford looking better than ever. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the new signs are working out. Tip Bayless in the building with the $10 super chatty body que a comprar comida china to buy vegetable, fried rice, chicken wings. Let's go. Good looking out, Tip. Hey, yo, Tip Bayless. We're one of the few, man. We're one of the few that still believe in Thurman. We're one of the few that still believe in one time. Could one time turn back the clock? Could one time do it one time? Could one time do it one more time and remind the people just one more time? Could he do it? Could he do it? Keith Thurman hates it when they call him what? Gatekeeper? They say Keith Thurman already could lose some boots. Boots ain't prove what Thurman proved. That Thurman loses to Virgil. Virgil hasn't proven what Thurman has proven. Why people don't like Thurman no more, huh? He could talk and he's entertaining and he fights. His resume's up to par. Hey, the thing is that people forgot. People do forget. But I understand that's Thurman. Thurman been out. But that's why it's our job, boxing content creators, to remind y'all about the fighters. Randy! Con la bandera de República Dominicana. Yo, there's few fights that I get that jitter. You know what I'm saying? That little, that little nervousness. Only very few fighters and my core favorite fighters. Like my core favorite fighters. Keith Thurman is one of my core favorite fighters that I get. You know what I'm saying? I just hope his defense is sharp. I am expecting, put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, I am expecting Thurman to get hurt. I'm expecting Fundora to get hurt, but it's not, if I see Thurman hurt, it ain't gonna be like, oh my God. Because the experience already, remember, Keith Thurman already got dropped in the second pro fight. Keith Thurman been dropped in his second or third pro fight. Let's go, Thurman is ready. Let's go, Thurman. Let's go, Thurman. If it wasn't Thurman, there wouldn't be no Punch on Boxing YouTube channel. This is my guy. This is my guy. Everybody that know me know that's my guy right there. Win, lose, or draw, bro. He made me love boxing again, bro. He made me love boxing again. Beating everybody in the amateurs, and then here comes this guy from Rhode Island, beat my guy, Demetrius Andre. Then Demetrius Andre gotta be one of my favorite fighters. That's the reason why Demetrius Andre is one of my favorite fighters, because he beat my favorite fighter. So I had to respect. Yo, who is this? When Thurman was steamrolling people, bro, in the amateurs, this guy beat my guy. I'm like, yo, who is this guy? Come on, man. That class was the best. Rasheed Warren, Boo Boo, Gary Russell, Keith Thurman, Charles Hatley, Deontay Wilder, Leo Santa Cruz, Terrence Bud Crawford, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Daniel Jacobs. Yo, that class right there was serious, bro. That class right there, the amateurs, they made me fall in love with boxing again, bro. That's why I was shocked when Gary Russell lost to Lomachenko like that. I was shocked. I really was shocked. Let's go, Thurman. Let me see what song that Thurman got. Let's go, Thurman. Woo! Let's go, Thurman. Thurman is in the ring. Wearing the and they got the best ref. He'll give Thurman a chance. They got the best referee in boxing right now. He'll give Thurman a chance if he gets hurt, and he'll give Fondura a chance. Shout out to rest in peace, Ben Getty. Here comes Sebastian Fundora. Ooh. Both of these guys has faced defeat. So both of these guys know how to lose. But both of these guys know how to win. Both of these guys know how to get hurt. Been hurt. Both of these guys shown they know how to survive. Both of these guys been to war. They war ready, war proven. They took a loss. They took a win. They know how the comeback feels like, how to get back into the rhythm of things, to get back on your horse and ride again. So Sebastian Fundura and Thurman has similarities, bruh. They got similarities. They know what going to the well feels like. They know what going to the well look like. Because Sebastian Fundura overwhelmed Thurman with the output. Could Keith Thurman overwhelm Fundura with the footwork? Age doesn't matter, baby. Age doesn't matter. Skills pay the bills. Preparation. If your preparation it was great, you already won. Your preparation, that where you win, where you truly win. Here. Concentration. You gotta put all those things that you put in preparation. The younger line is going to come out on. I don't know if the younger line going to come out on top. That's what, Canelo Alvarez couldn't do it with Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You know, Canelo's younger than Bud. Victor Ortiz couldn't do it with Floyd Mayweather. I don't know. I don't know if the young line going to do it. I don't know. De lo mío personal, Edwin, con los 5 pesos a comprar pastelito de tuna fish. A comprar piragua. A comprar chinola con pastelito. Bro, Fondura is a real beast. Ay, ay, ay. You know what it is? You know why I'm getting this? You know what it is? It's because I know both of them fight. That's what it is. Hey, yo, Thurman and Fundura never cheated us from effort. I don't understand why they announced this fight. There was actually people in the sport of boxing, like boxing heads saying, oh, I don't want to see the fight. That's not a good fight. But the closer the fight gets, the promo, the energy, the fight, people understand. They're reminded who Thurman is. And they know what Fundura is capable of doing. Now it's, every boxing head is paying attention to this fight right now. I ain't got a pay-per-view. Yeah, you will pay the pay-per-view, motherfucker. You will pay for Thurman. You will pay for Thurman. Out of here. All this craziness, people with I ain't gonna pay for that shit. We paying, bro. We paying. We boxing heads. We paying. Let's go. Cheap mother effers, you thieves. I ain't gonna pay for the pay-per-view. Yeah, you will. Yes, you will. Shout out to Amazon Prime. Let me hear the announcement. I don't like the way you gotta say it with your chest, all right? You getting old on that mic. They should have gave us the mic. Give me the mic and introduce Keith one time Thurman. The former welterweight unified champion of the world from Clearwater, Florida. Keith one time Thurman. That's how you gotta do it, bruh. And in the red corner, the WBC Junior Middleweight Champion of the world, Sebastian, the towering Fondura. They need to hire a boy, bro. They need to hire your boy, bro. They need to hire your bro. He's lacking. He's slacking, bro. I want energy. He's slacking. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Ain't nothing but a Saturday night of boxing, baby. Smash that light. Ain't nothing but a Saturday night fight of boxing. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all already know 4 criteria into scoring the bout. Y'all already know the 4 criteria. Ain't nobody gonna do it like your boy Punch on boxing. 4 criteria. Clean, effective punches. Ring generalship, who controls the 3-minute intervals of each round. Ring effective aggression and defense. This is gonna be Thurman. This is gonna be Fundora. We count every damn punch. Ding, ding. Here we go. In the middle of the ring. Don't stand too close, Thurman. Oh, left hand already landed by Fundora. Got Thurman's attention. Wow. Thurman moving crazy now. Thurman with 2 hands blocked. Job at Fundora. Fundora already landed that left hand, bro. Shit. Thurman already moving. Hands up, Thurman. Hands up, Thurman. Thurman standing too straight up, though. Stay low, Thurman. Stay within your height. You're not going to grow taller. You're not going to grow taller. Thurman is staying out of range right now. Body shot by Thurman. 3-punch combination. Could Thurman move like this for 12 rounds, bro? Keep your hand up, Thurman. Jab by Fundora, nothing. Still 1-1. Jab by Fundora, that one didn't land. Another jab by Fundora, nothing. Still can't identify the range. Good movement by Thurman, staying out of dodge. Trip. The kryptonite to the southpaw is the right hand. Thurman footwork. Body shot by Thurman. Jab by Fundora, blocked by Thurman. Jab, nothing. Jab, that landed by Fundora. Thurman moving a lot, circling. Thurman is circling. Fundora can't cut the ring off yet. Jab, nothing by Fundora. Good slip by Thurman. A lot of jabs is missing. A lot of jabs. Oh, left hook by Thurman. Still nothing. 2-2. Jab by Fundora. Slip by Thurman. Here we go. 2-3. We got 35 seconds left inside the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Jab right there by Fundora. Man, look at the size, bro. This is like David and Goliath, literally, bro. Pointed that jab, kept Thurman from going to the inside. Good jab right there by Fundora. Jab, secondary power. Oh, good left hand right there by... Oh, almost had with the left hook. Nothing. Good jab by Fundora. We're going to give that to Fundora. Even though that's a close, it's a whole lot of nothing. But Fundora is way busy. You know what I'm saying? And look, if it's going to be a whole look, I'm gonna tell you like this: if it's going to be a whole lot of nothing, it's going to be close rounds like this. Fundura is going to win based off the output, the oohs and ahs, the activity of throwing punches and trying to land. You know what I'm saying? Landed that good left. Look, it's gonna be a man. Could Thurman really keep? He's moving a lot, bro. See, he couldn't get to them. That was a good strategy by Fundura. He just he just stuck his hand out and kept it on his shoulder. That's a good strategy right there. Jab nothing by Fundura. We in the second round, ladies and gentlemen. Another jab right there, blocked by Thurman. Jab nothing by Fundura. Good straight right to the body right there by Thurman. Good body shot by Thurman. Left hand by Fundura, nothing. 2-zip. Jab, good slip by Thurman. Good slip by Thurman. Jab by Fundura, that one got there. Body shot by Thurman. Oh, Thurman hurt. Good band. Thurman hurt. Tell you, they both got vulnerabilities, bro. Uppercut by Fundura. That one missed. Damn, Fundura missing a lot of jabs, bro. Good left hand. Damn, he can't get away from that left hand. Good left hand from Fundura. And every time he lands that left hand, you could tell it affects Thurman. Body shot by Thurman. 4-2 in the punch count, ladies and gentlemen. 4-2. I think Thurman should feint a little bit. Use your footwork and feint. But Thurman has got strategies. He ain't going to throw the whole book right now. He know how to make some adjustments. But he's making Fundura miss a lot of feints. Remember, it's 4 criteria. He's going to credit the defense as well, Thurman. Thurman 4-2 in the punch count, ladies and gentlemen, 4-2. Fundura missing a lot of jabs. I think the footwork is making Fundura think a lot to throw that left hand. Good defense by Thurman. Thurman's going to just winning off. Good jab by Fundura. Nothing by Fundura. Good block by Thurman. Uppercut, Fundura. Good defense, Thurman. Making him, he's slipping a lot of jabs. Body shot by Thurman. Left hook by Thurman, nothing. Right hand by Thurman. Thurman won this one. Yo, Thurman look, his footwork, he looked fresh though. You know what I'm saying? Good round by both fighters, but Thurman made him miss a lot of jabs. So remember the 4 criterias: clean, effective punches, ring generalship, who controls the 3-minute intervals of each round. Good balance by Thurman. We're going to the 3rd round, ladies and gentlemen. Been 2 close rounds, 2 close rounds. Thurman let me see. Jab again, blocked by Thurman. One jab right there by Fundora. He doubled the jab and landed that second one. Good jab by Keith Thurman. That one landed. Dímelo, Queso! I got you after this round, Queso. One time final. Done. Oh, good left hand right there by Fundora. 1-2, 1-2. Keith Thurman with the footwork. Getting out of dodge. Good defense again by Thurman. Making a miss. Got to make him pay. Watch the uppercut. Good by Fondura. Oh, good right hand right there by Keith Thurman. Left hand by Fundora, nothing. Could Keith Thurman keep this up? Left hand block. Nothing by Fundora on the inside. Get off the ropes, Thurman. Get out the ropes. Body right there by Thurman, but miss on the left hook. Fundora getting closer and closer. Good right hand to the body right there by Thurman. Good jab by Fundora. Good jab by Thurman. Good slip by Thurman, bro. You're making him miss a lot of jabs, bro. Fundora is very inaccurate with the jab. He got to time him already, bro. We got to time him. Oh, good body shot by Thurman. And an out. Escaped. Good footwork by Thurman. All them shots was blocked. Body shot by Thurman. Jab, miss by Fundora. Good jab by Fundora. 7-5. Jab by Fundora again. Left hand to the chest. See who's going to win this round. We got 30 seconds left inside the third round. Shout out to KSO. Oh, man, right hand. That one miss. Body shot by Thurman. Left foot by Thurman. That one miss. Good footwork by Fundura on that one. 10 seconds left. Who's going to win this round? Jab. That's a tough round to score, man. Tough round to score, bro. I see he's just making a miss a lot. Thurman making a miss a lot. Queso! Let me read the queso. One time, finna be done time. Damn, money gone punch. I need a loan, homie. Oh, shit. No, Queso, that he already. Oh, come on, Queso. Don't say that, Queso. Dang, good looking now with the $100. Damn, that say you lost all confidence. You lost all confidence. Good looking now, another slick fighter that can't come forward. Low nose boxing with a $2 super chat. Damn, my brother Queso. Good looking now. Que Dios te bendiga, Queso. Hold on. Where we at? 29. 28. Thurman. That could go Fundura too. Right by Fundura. Thurman got to throw now punches. But Fundura is throwing a lot, but he's not landing anything though. But as like I said, close rounds, they're gonna give it to him. Thurman got to do more a little bit. He got to take a little bit more risk. He's making him miss a lot of shots. But you can't be looking like Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua right now. Oh, good left hand right there by Fundura. Body shot by Fundura. Left by Fundura. Uh-oh, Fundura getting close now. Fundura getting too close now. Now Thurman look a little bit more like survival mode than actual setting traps up. Ooh, good body shot. Yeah, that's gonna get him tired. Yeah, Thurman look more on survival mode. Good block by Thurman. Body shot by Thurman. Got to do more though. Right hand miss, uppercut. Left by Fondura. Good right hand by Fundora. Yeah, Thurman gonna look like he getting tired now. Yeah, he don't even got his hands up no more. Left hand by Fundora. Uppercut by Fundora. Thurman too tired to even throw right now. Looking like Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Oh, good right hand by Thurman, but body shot by Fondura. Yeah, Thurman tired every time he throws a shot. Jab by Fondura. Ooh, look, Thurman tired, bro. Thurman gassing right now. Woo! Thurman gassing right now. Yo! That was... Yo, Thurman, that was only the 4th round, bro. You got 8 more rounds to go. He ain't gonna make it. Thurman, you better throw some punches. Fucking. Throw some punches, bro. Fucking. He's not gonna. You ain't gonna win this race, bro. Let's go. Thank for that. Thurman gas out and can't reach Fundura's. Thurman, go. Go allow fucking Thurman. Throw bombs. He's gonna get. He already caught up to you, Thurman. And look at now, Dave. Oh! 3-punch combination right there by Thurman. Best sequence of punch for Thurman. Just throw, bro. He gonna throw with you, Thurman. Get to a firefight. Nothing. Jab landed. Ha, ha. Ooh, nice body shot by Thurman. Uh-oh. 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 Good jab by Fondura. Jab by Fondura. Oh, good right hand by Fondura. See, he was swinging right there, Thurman. Should have answered back, Thurman. Good body shot by Thurman. Oh, left right there by Fondura. Oh, see, that was Thurman, but Thurman too tired to throw back. That was his chance. Oh. Boom, boom, bro. Oh, he tired, bro. He's out of position. He gonna knock you down. Thurman don't go out like that. Thurman don't go out like that, Thurman. Out there, throw Thurman. Let's go, Thurman. That's what I'm saying. Just fight back, Thurman. He got no more legs. Thurman, just fight back. Fuck it. Thurman, just throw everything. Fucking Thurman. Oh. Let's go, Thurman. Thurman, get off the road, Thurman. Don't throw something, Thurman. Thurman, where's that axe you had in the press conference, man? Tell that. Hey, yo, another left hand right there by Fundura. Hey, yo, throw him an axe. Throw him an axe from the corner, bro. He can't do this. We only in the 5th round, Thurman. He's Thurman's gonna be like, yo, I gotta run. Oh shit. You should have ran a couple marathons so you could be prepared for this. Let's go, Thurman. I believe in you, Thurman. Let's go, Thurman. Ah, he left hand. Oh shit. Oh, Thurman. Get away, Thurman. Run for your life, Thurman. Run for your life. Oh. Damn, Thurman. Oh my God. Thurman, that's only the 5th round, bro. I'll tell you, you don't got the legs for this. Damn, Thurman. Hey, yo, why they trying to save him? He breathing hard, bro. Go for it, Thurman. See, he need a Bengetti to talk to him. They talking him too smooth. Hey, we ain't kind no more. Good looking now. Good looking now, Will. Good looking now, Will. What the hell they doing? Hey, yo, woman, get out of here, doctor. What are you talking about? It's not that bad. He's just gas. He's more gas than anything. Throw, Thurman. Throw, bro. Just throw, Thurman. Oh! Oh, almost caught him with the left hook, Thurman. Man, he bleeding, man. Let's go, Thurman. You're a warrior, Thurman. You're a warrior, Thurman. Ooh. Let it go, Thurman. Let it go, Thurman. Damn. No, he's not getting hit. He's not getting hit, though. Oh, shit. Yikes. Oh, man. Oh. Damn, Thurman. Oh, man. Damn, Thurman. Oh, shit. I go. Damn, Thurman. Congratulations to Sebastian Fundora, bro. Damn, bro. Damn, Thurman. He didn't hit him, look. But his face looked bad, though. That's what it is, man. Man, Thurman dumb, bro. Thurman dumb, bro. Thurman dumb, bro. Hold on, folks. Hold on. My God, Thurman dumb, bro. Damn, Thurman. 5th round, bro. Shit, bro. Thurman been out of there, weak at the body, but strong at the lips. Oh, man. Damn. Shit, my guy. My God. Keith one-time Thurman got whizzes and zapped by Sebastian Fundura. He was gassing out, and then Sebastian Fundura put him out. Hey, yo, man, that pressure's too serious, man. That pressure bust pipes, and he bust every pipe, bro. Every pipe that Keith Thurman had, he bust that pipe down, bro. Pause. Sebastian Fundura, the towering inferno, just walked into his prime statement victory versus Keith one-time Thurman. I thought that my guy Keith Thurman was going to pull it off, bro. I thought he was going to do shut. But damn, Sebastian Fundura, he did miss a lot of jabs. But once that left hand in the first round, when he cracked that left hand first, man, he told Thurman, "Oh, you gonna run? We're gonna start running. We ain't no warming up." Hey, yo, Keith Thurman, there was no warm up like, you know, when you were about to run some laps and shit like that, like they get a little warm up lap. Nah. Fundura made Thurman sprint right away. Sprint right away. Yo, congratulations to Sebastian Fundura. Congratulations. That pressure is different. Either you're going to knock him out or he's going to beat you off pressure, off stamina. Hey, yo. And now he's walking into his prime. But look, it's the 154-pound division. We already know that Zaire signed to fight Jerome Boost Ennis. So the 154-pound division is going to get more lit. You got to put the old dogs out, bring out the new dogs. If Jamel Charlo want to come back to 154, now I'm going to have to face Fundura. And put it this way, Fundura, remember, Fundura was going to be facing Earl True Spence too. Bud Crawford wanted Fundura too. Damn, he beat Keith's ass, bro. Damn, Keefy. 5 rounds, he was not gonna go more. He couldn't keep that pace up. He could not keep with that pace. Damn, man. And he talked a good game. Keith Thurman talked a good game. But 154, Josh Kelly. Let's see a Josh Kelly unification bout with Fundura. Let's see Fundura and Virgil Ortiz. If Boots gonna be facing Xander Zayas, let's get this Josh Kelly and Fundura. Let's get that unification bout. But congratulations to Sebastian Fundura, man. Man, he was making Thurman look bad. I never seen Thurman look this bad. Not even with the Manny Pacquiao fight. Not even with the Josecito Lopez, he did made him look bad in that 7th round, but I just think it was a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. And that time, for one time, that time came. He put that old yellow in the back, and put him out, just like in the movie. Man, he got walked, bro. He walked that dog, and that dog took a shit. Yo, he took that old Yeller in the back, just like in the movie, y'all. Put him out. You remember that old dog, old Yeller? You remember that old dog, old Yeller? I really like that dog. I really like that dog. But when it was time to bring him in the back in the woodshed, oh, time to put him out. Keith Thurman, old Yeller, got put out. I really like that dog. I really like that dog. Yo. Mike from Boston. All good things must come to an end. All good things. All good things. Hey, even us, man. We all got an ending, bro. We all got an ending story. We don't know the story yet, but we all got an ending. Hey, yo, what about Moses Hematoma? How about Moses Hematoma? We're going to call him Hematoma, bro, because they give him motherfuckers hematomas. Hey, yo, is he the next Mike? Is he the Mike Tyson that we've been waiting for? Now, that uppercut. Moses Hematoma. Man, that uppercut was crazy today. He said Thurman is too old. Nah, man. I don't know if Thurman was too old or Fundora was just too tall, bro. Thurman already was spraying. Thurman was not gonna run. That was only 5 rounds. He was already gassed out, bro. That looked like easy work too, bro. That looked like easy work, man. Hey, Thurman got paid, bro. Tim Tszyu for the WBO International Middleweight title. Oh, we thought that Tim Tszyu won't fight Earl Spence. They just announced the Tim Tszyu fight. Damn. Ortiz versus Crocker. Damn, Thurman. Now, really, that era's done. Now, for real, that era's done. That's it. Danny Garcia retired. Porter retired. Bud Crawford retired. Thurman now. I mean, like, and the thing is, Thurman looked like he was going to set him up, but after the 3rd and 4th round, it looked like that's it. He was just surviving. He was like the Jake Paul versus. It was just a matter of time, and I was calling it before he went out. I told you, Punch Fundora gonna cook Thurman. I still rock with Thurman, bro. That's my guy, bro. Go on your Thurman. Thurman got cooked. He got dog walked, bro. Hold on. Were y'all surprised though? Then you got beaten by the nerd. That's the worst part about it, bro. Hey, yo, the worst part is that yo, imagine Shit. Oh, hold on, folks. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Wow, bro. Give me a second. Let me upload this. Give me a second, y'all. Nobody stop. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me upload this real quick. Give me a second. Fifth. Give me a shit. Give me a second. Matter of fact, give me a second, y'all. Bastion. Fondora, Thurman. I'm uploading shit. Hold on. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna talk about this division right now. That's it. We definitely in a new era. Some people gonna be like, we've been in that era. Wow, bro. Wow. My God, Thurman got put out, bro. Now I think Tim Zoo would have whooped Thurman's behind. I don't know, man. I just feel like, you gotta, you had to give him that look, but also throw some more punches or land something for him to respect. He didn't earn his respect, bro. He didn't land anything for Fundora to respect them. And even I think if Thurman would have landed some shots, Fundora would have had the same approach. But yeah, man, Thurman looked like Jake Paul, bro. Thurman looked like Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua after the third round. Adrian Broner said he's coming back to, man. That's it. That era is done. That era is done. That era is done. Thurman has a weak body like Haney has a weak chin, big flaws. I mean, he hit him to the face, bro. He broke his face. Thurman's face was broken, bro. And even in the stoppage, I think the stoppage was premature. But the thing is, when you're not answering back and you're not throwing punches, when you look, the thing is, Thurman looked like he was on survival mode. It wasn't that he landed some shots and then the referee stopped it. It was that he was overwhelming him, and it looked like it's just a matter of time, bro. It looked like Taylor saved Thurman from being his face broken. Like, if put it this way, because he was missing a lot of shots as well. He was missing a lot of shots, but it was like, even when we saw that cut, it was like, damn, when he landed that shot. Fondura's become a very defensive. I don't know if he was defensive, though. I just feel like Thurman just got overwhelmed. Goliath won. Goliath bully, man. He bullied Thurman, bro. I think that Thurman was in shape, but you know how when they say game shape? That wasn't game shape right there, bro. Thurman was Goliath won, man. You got to give credit to the bully. That's a cheat code right there. That's a cheat code right there. I had money on Thurman. Damn, man. I know people. That was the best. That was a good bet for underdog. Hey, you know one thing? Both of them ain't lie. Both of these guys said it's not gonna go whole 12. Somebody go, hey yo, his sister almost had it too. She said that she was that Fondura was gonna win. She said Fondura was gonna win in the 4th round. She almost had it, bro. Hopefully, Oscar can take Fundora off that weak PBC. PBC, get out of here, bro. You a hater. Get out of here, man. We just had a PBC show. You crazy. And we got Benavidez and Sudo Ramirez coming up in May. And then we got Haney versus Rowley. All I know is Spence better stay far away. Yeah, Spence. Spence is, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Spence is too stationary for Fundora. You gonna stand there with Fundora? Nah, Spence is gonna get caught, bro. He thought that Bud Crawford whooping was bad. Nah, he really gonna send that dude in two. He gonna bust that retina like crazy. Facts, kid. I called that one when he landed that left hand, right? The first punch that was landed by Fundura woke up Thurman right away. You've been home for too long, bro. That pain tolerance was not there, man. He got hit that one time. He said, oh, shit. I thought I was going to jog. This nigga got me sprinting already. All right, man, you get out of here. That's it. I'm tired of this hater already. You're a hater already, bro. Get out of here. I never want to see you on my channel again. Get the fuck out of here. That's it. This guy's a hater, bro. This guy live and hate all day, bro. Hate all day, bro. Every fight this man hates. Every fight. I don't know why he watch boxing. This man comes to my channel, hates on everything. Every fight, he hates everything. Every fight. Hazte la paja, estúpido, ya, vete de aquí. Go watch porn or something. This guy writes every fucking day to my channel, my brother. Every day. It's to hate every day for the past like 3 years, bro. Every live. Hablando mierda. He don't like nothing, bro. This guy's the most miserable Dude in the chats. I did the fuck Clarissa Shield on him. I block. Estoy harto de ese tigre. Hey, yo, people, estoy harto de ese tigre. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Like Canelo Alvarez told Dimitri Andre. I ain't never losing to that flat-footed Mexican. Oh, shit. Nah, but that's a whole different type of. That's a whole yo Daily. That's a whole different type of Mexican. Let's not. Hey, yo, but why y'all slick though? Fondura is Mexican and Cuban. I don't know why people just want to attach him to his. He is. Isn't his father the Cuban one? They just want to attach him to Mexico. No, ese tigre cubano también. For Sebastian Fundora and his dad got to be the Cuban. Let me see if his dad is the Cuban or the Mexican. Hold on. His dad is Cuban or Mexican? Because if his dad is Cuban, then he's more Cuban. Y'all just want to steal. The Mexican want to steal it, huh? Hold on. Let's Sebastian Fundora. Let me see. Sebastian Fundura's father, Freddy Fundura. Mira, ustedes ven. Look at y'all. Aha. And y'all like to make believe that he's just Mexican. No, it's a tigre cubano también, all right? He eats Cuban sandwiches and pork and all that shit. Aha. Yeah, think y'all crazy. Yeah. Look how the Mexicans want to rob him right away. If he would have got his ass whooping, I would have said that no, he's not really Mexican. Like I said to David Benavidez when he's asking for the Canelo Alvarez fight, I said that he's a fake Mexican. And now that Canelo Alvarez got his ass whooped, now David Benavidez is Mexican again. Y'all crazy. The same thing I did to Oscar de la Hoya. When he faced Julio Cesar Chavez, he's not real Mexican. He's not real Mexican. I noticed that from my fellow Mexicanos. I noticed this. I noticed y'all like to pick and choose who's real Mexican, who's going to be Mexican. Mira. Yeah, put the Cuban flag too. That the trainer, the man that taught him how to fight is Cuban and no es Mexicano. It wasn't mommy. It wasn't mommy. His father is the trainer. His father taught him how to fight and his daughter. Era cubano también. Y'all be crazy. Where the Cuban flag? It's been a Cuban parade, bruh. Tellez won. Hernandez won. Sebastian Fundora won. And Ludo Cuba is the Cuban that runs PBC right now. You didn't know this. And put it this way, también ustedes. Rolly Romero is Cuban too. Why you don't give credit to the Cubans, huh? Hey, yo, the Cubans, they're a whole different breed now. Not them. No, they different. They different now. We all Latinos. No, for real. No, pero come on, they're trying to steal it. No. I ain't never seen a Cuban claiming Fundura. Stop playing. Porque los cubanos son así, son calle. They're not like that. They're not like the Cubans are not loud like the Dominicans and like the Puerto Ricans and I'm not talking about the New Yorkers, but the Puerto Rican, they loud. The Puerto Ricans. Cubans are loud, but they're not loud on the West Coast. That's why, because he's the California. Go to Florida. The Cubans are in Florida. Cuba's not all over like in Cali like that. Not like that. The pride and they in Florida. Go to Miami. That's where Cubans at. There you gonna see some loud Cubans. It's like Dominicans. You ain't gonna find no Dominican in California. I remember the first time I ever went to California, on the West Coast, in the California and Nevada. First time. They said, "What are you? You mixed or you black or white?" Nah, you I'm Latin. That's because I started speaking Spanish. She said, I remember I was in KFC. And she like, yo, I never would have imagined you speak Spanish. And it was an American, I remember that one. Ella tenía a tattoo on her face. She looked like a Selena with a tattoo on her face in KFC. I said, oh my God. I said, I said the Mexican girls. Yeah, Mexican girls look different over here in California. It looked like, yo, hey, yo, I said this. I used to say this a lot of times. I say, yo, why the Mexican girls in New York look like this? But you go to California, they look like, the Mexican girls look like la mexicana de la novela, Marimar, and Selena's. It looked like y'all send the worst of the worst to New York City. Like y'all did, hey, yo, all these crap, all these, the II Mexican girls go to New York City. And y'all kept all the good ones. The first time I said, yo, because the first time when I went to the West Coast, my life, I said, damn, this chick is Puerto Rican, or this chick is from Venezuela. No, it was Mexicans, but these girls from West Coast is a whole different type of Mexican girls, bro. Y'all send the worst of the worst to New York City. Ask any New Yorker about the Mexican girls in New York. No, so como la de California. No, it's like different. Boxing Talk in the building. Carlo the Paso said, wow, Fondura has improved tremendously. His body, his jab, his defense, his body matured. How? I don't know anyone who beats Fundura at 54. He has gone to another level. Love you, bro. Hope it's all well. This was crazy. Yeah, man, I ain't see my guy Thurman losing like that. I said that Thurman was going to get hurt or was going to get dropped. I know that he was going to go through vulnerabilities. Good looking now, Boxing Talk de lo mío. God bless you, my brother, in Christ. He said the loudest in the West Coast, California. Yo, no, California. The California. Keith, the last. They said keep the last time Thurman. Good try, buddy. Yo. Yo, all that promo I did, bro. All that promo I did. Yo, you're making me look bad out here, Thurman and Canelo and fucking and Tio, bro. That's it, man. I'm had it with y'all, bro. Oh, shout out to Josh Kelly, bro. Made me look good. Shout out to Connor Ben. Made me look good. Nah, you're not showing up, bro. It looked like the more that I amp it up, the more that they come out flat, bro. Nah, you're doing Thurman and Canelo. But then, yeah, that's it. I'm done with y'all, bro. Let's go Fundura. Let's go. The Tower Inferno. Keep the last out there. Good looking out with the 5 Bs. They moving Fundura along nice. Now he got a Thurman in this. He stopped the Thurman. He stopped a Timzu. Yeah, man. He said Thurman got whooped, bro. Damn, he got whooped, my brother. Man, he got whooped, bro. That first left hand got Thurman's attention. You remember, you remember that? You remember that stand-up the stand-up comedy with Martin Lawrence when he said when he was smoking that ooh wee, and then he was smoking the ooh wee, and he said, and I heard a voice said, "Run real fast." Thurman was moving right in the beginning of the fight. Yeah, right. Shit, he never seen nobody to move like this before. Watch her. Bing! Oh, shit. Shit is real. Yo, you saw that? When he let that first left? Thurman was in the groove. He about to see this full work. You know what I'm saying? I'm Thurman. Thurman. Timber. It looked like, hey, yo, it looked like Fundora snatched the axe. Hey, give me that damn man. Get Timber and Timber. What the fuck are you talking about, Timber? Huh? Nah, Nito fucking mellizo. You fucking midget. Because, hey, yo, everybody's a midget to Fundora. Huh? Who you think you gonna chop down, bro? You crazy? Good. Huh? Hey, yo, Thurman, and cut your hair bald already, all right? We're tired of seeing your hair like that. Hey, yo, Fondura so tall, it looked like he was stepping all over Thurman too. Huh? Fondura was like this. Huh? Throw my in. Huh? Go on your little roll. Hey, you damn midget, I'm a fucking leprechaun. Huh? What I told you, huh? You breaking who down? You breaking who down? Oh, shit. Yo, it took me, I got flashbacks. I got flashbacks when I went to see my guy, the Beaches Andre versus David Benavidez, right? You know I'm going for my guy. You know I'm going for my guy Boo Boo, right? Yo, the first round, bro. The first round, bro. I said, let's go, Boo Boo. Yeah, let's go. He got that good first round. That good first round. That second round, hey, yo, I'm talking my shit. Yo, I'm talking my, yo, that second round, bro, I'm talking my shit. You know how people, yo, I'm talking, bro. And yo, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good because ain't nobody saying nothing to me because they got to keep their mouth shut. It got to the point in the stadium, in the arena, they were saying, because he was putting hands on them. And then the stadium was like, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, right? They was telling David Benavidez, sí se puede, sí se puede. And I stood up. I said, no se puede, coño, no se puede. Boo le va a romper la boquita a ese tigre. Yeah. I don't know, some people like, yeah. And then, the Beaches Andre family. She said, the Beaches Andre stepmom, right? She goes, yeah, whatever he said. Because she knows he said. So I'm like, sí se puede, no se puede. Hey, Dimitri Andre le va a romper la boquita. Yo was talking my shit. He's not a monster. He's Elmo from Sesame Street. Yo, bro, y'all know I talk my shit over here. But when I'm in the arena and I'm supporting whoever I'm supporting, hey, yo, when I started saying that, yo, even the people that was mad at me, they started laughing. I was like, hey, yo, this guy's no monster. Hey, they're thinking no monstro. He is Elmo from Sesame Street. He's a puppet monster. Huh? Yo, the people around was laughing. Yo, after the third round, Zab Judah is on my right. Mike Tyson is a row to my right. He's a one row, and he's to my right? But after the third round, yo, Zab Judah ain't gonna remember this. You know he got bad memory. Had some good seats. Zab Judah goes, oh, he gonna get knocked out. That's after the third round. So I'm like, yes, I'm getting hyped because I'm the only one talking for Boo Boo, right? And I got the people shut because they like, yo, this guy is going for it. This guy's going, like, people was already sensing like, yo, Demetrius Andre he ain't gonna win no round with Demetrius Andre, right? Zab Judah goes like that, man. He gonna get knocked out. Yo, and look at me. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Boo Boo gonna get knocked out. He goes, nah, man. I said, what you mean, nah? He said, watch. He said, David Benavidez, watch. And I'm saying in my mind, man, don't you see what I'm saying? Are you blind, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You blind? Man, I said, Boo gonna do his thing. Yo, fourth round. and David Benavidez in the last seconds knocks down Boo Boo. I said, oh, yo. Hey, you feel the heat wave. Like all those people just looked at me. Yeah, say it now. I see. Sí se puede. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's all right, Boo Boo. Boo Boo. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Yo, when David Benavidez started putting hands on Boo Boo, though, yo, I'll be honest, bro. I said this shit like I didn't say it loud. You know what I said, damn, man, stop the fight. That's how bad it looked. See how it looked in TV, but how it looked when you're full rows back. Yo, I said, damn, man, start the fight. Yo, I swear to everything I love. I said, damn, man, start the fight. God damn. After the fifth round, so Mike Tyson, he looks back and he goes, man, he got heart. He got heart. He was looking around Mike Tyson. He was saying, Mike Tyson was like that. He got heart. And you're going to have to kill him. You're going to have to kill him. Like Mike Tyson was loving it. Like he was loving the entertainment, but he was talking about the heart that Demetrius Andre was showing. He's like, man, you're going to have to kill him to get him out of there. Man, he got heart. Yo, he got heart. Love it. Mike Tyson was like this. And I'm saying in my mind, like, yo, my God, stop the fight. Wait, he was putting on stop the fight. Damn, like I was getting mad. And then when they did stop it, I'm like, that's when I sprinted out, bro. I sprinted out the stadium and I did that video. Yeah, go check it. I sprinted. Yo, I'm not sprinting. I power walk out the stadium, my brother. Yo, I saw the I told you so people already trying to, and I power walk. I power walk out the stadium, my brother. I was looking for an exit, bro. Oh, yo, Punch, bro. Yo, where you at? Yo, go back over here. Ah, dime, Punch. Dime, ¿qué tú dijiste? Ajá. ¿Qué le pasó a Dudu? ¿Qué les pasó a Dudu? Ven para acá, no te vaya. Yeah. Oh, shit. ¿A los que vas, putos viejos? Ven para acá, no te esconda. Ven, ese potro va a decir que te va a hablarnos mierda. Ven, no te vayas. Vamos a hablar de boxeo. Let me tell you like this. You don't want to fuck with no damn drunk Mexicans. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. When the when Mexicans get drunk, it's like they on coke at the same time. They're not on coke, but when they get drunk, they lit, bro. They lit. They could be the shortest, man. I see shortest. These Mexicans, they short Mexicans, bro. When they drink and they with their beers, because when Mexicans drink, they order boxes, all right? They don't drink a little, let me get a little 2 drinks. No. Vamos a beber. They like this in New York too, bro. The delivery dudes, bro, they're biking, their motorbikes and stuff like that, and they drunk and they deliver your shit real good on time. But once they stop working, they get together and they buy beers all the time. That's why it's hard, yo. And this, I love my Mexicans, right? But this is not this the realest. That's why you never truly see a cut up Mexican, because they work out, they're disciplined, but they discipline within their the beers and rice. That's all of them got little love handles, bro. You don't see a cut up Mexican. They work out, they do pull-ups, sit-ups, they do workout, they play soccer with the family. Even the ladies, their wife plays soccer with them, bro. Trust me. Hey, yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video of how the Mexican families are compared to other families. Yo, when they go out to the park, man, they go out there with their little Jordans, their little Team Jordan sneakers, and everybody, bro. Even the women, if the men are playing volleyball, the women are playing volleyball on the other side. If they shooting basketball, the women are shooting basketball too. Yo, Punch, you sound like the Joker, dude. MVP female boxing. Damn, bro. Damn, I got Thurman. Shit, bro. Let me see the I told you. I'm gonna go to Twitter right now. Watch. Let me see what they go to say. Let me go to Twitter right quick. Let me see if I got the I told you so parade. No version of Keith Thurman would have beaten that version. Wait a minute. Let me see. All right. Nobody's saying that yet. Let me see. I ain't shit. Let me see my comments. Let me see they. Fondura's injured bicep. Shit. That wasn't a factor. Fundora is small. Man, he fought tall, bro. Read my comment, hermano. Dímelo. Where's that? Boxing talk. He said, I feel like Thurman can still fight. This was just a bad style matchup. Him and Spence or him and Charlo. I think this was more about Fundura's greatness than Thurman's end. Zayas and Boots, who you got? That's a tough one right there. I got Boots 55-45. I just think that the problem that gave Boots with the Karen fight, I could see Xander being, I don't think Xander's going to get KO. Put it that way. I don't think that Xander is going to, I think it's going to a decision. But it's almost like, let me tell you something, man. When a guy like Xander Zayas, and we know that Xander Zayas, they can move him very slow. He already a unified champion. He doesn't need to take this Boots fight. Xander Zayas could have taken an easier fight with Josh. Now, I'm not going to say easier fight, but he could have taken a unification bout with Josh Kelly. He could take remember, he wanted Virgil. The thing is, Xander's wanted. When a fighter wants it, he don't play the politic game. He don't do. Let's not forget that Xander Zayas wanted Virgil. He said yes. He was going for Virgil, and Virgil picked Majumov. And he's picking Boots. Xander Zayas, as soon as Boots said, he's been calling out Boots. He's the one that's putting Hassan. Now he's calling him what I called him, Puss in Boots. I got his 55-45 Boots because I just think that Boots got the overall skills. But Xander Zayas is 23. It's more that we could see. It's more that he could add to the bag. When you're that young, you're seasoned, but you're still adding to the bag. And Xander Zayas, as a professional, well, he's been a pro since 17 years old, 16. He got signed at 15. So Xander's looking like a monster too right now. Xander's looking like a monster. His body has filled it. He looking like a monster, man. So it could be a 50-55. I got a 55-45. I got a 55-45 Boots. But the more that I think about the fight, the more the more of a 50-50 fight seems it is what it is, man. I think Xander's Eyes is a live dog. When was the last time Boots and Boots' resume is not impressing, to be honest. His style is impressing. I always like Boots, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, like, I'm already frustrated with the resume, you know what I'm saying? And he said no to Virgil, you know what I'm saying? He been saying no, and it don't tell me like he's playing the politic. He's thinking too much. He's thinking, what if? You know what I'm saying? He's like a dude that doesn't want to get married because he's already thinking about the divorce. Boots' mentality reminds me of that. He doesn't want to get married. Like dudes that don't want to get married because they're already thinking about the divorce. They're thinking about, man, I ain't gonna get married because, you know what I'm saying, she gonna take the house and she gonna take everything. Like, you already thinking about the divorce. So Boots is thinking about what he will lose. Xander's Eyes don't give a damn. I don't think Xander cares about his own. And I think that Boots does. And that's why that's why you hear Boots say, I'll take a tune-up first. I don't know. I feel like Virgil is an easier fight than Xander. I think Virgil. Nah, but see, like a guy like Virgil Arsenal got better too. Like, Virgil got a good jab. People don't talk about Virgil's jab. Virgil got a power jab. But I do think stylistically, yeah, it could be a little tough. That's why people used to get mad when I used to say Xander's Eyes, the Puerto Rican Haney. No, he not. It's because people hate Haney. But Devin Haney could box, bro. Is that people hated when I said that. And I said, yo, Xander's Eyes got a winning style. You remember Boxing Talk? When a lot of people was getting mad at me in the chat when I said that Xander's Eyes is the Puerto Rican Devin Haney? No, you're not, man. I wasn't saying that he's Devin Haney. I was saying like the style, like he's not gonna send a statement with power, but he could pitch a shutout. He could outclass you. You know what I'm saying? But people ain't like that. People just heard the name Devin Haney and that's it. He said Punch very high IQ, but then he makes crazy boxing predictions. You know why? Life. I said this. I said, I did say it. I said that I'm making my emotional prediction a couple of lives ago with Keith Thurman and Fundora. Everybody that knows me knows I'm a Thurman. I'm gonna go with Thurman all day. So yeah, my emotional look, folks. I'm just saying it right now. Y'all get used to it. When it comes to my prediction with Thurman, with Boo Boo, I'm going to rock with my guys. I am going to rock with, I support them. You know what I'm saying? Beyond the boxing. But my prediction with the Canelo and Bud, I truly thought that Canelo was going to be Bud. My prediction with T.O. versus Shakur, I really thought that T.O. was going to be Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I really do think so. With the Thurman and Fundora that was my emotional pick. I just wanted it. I wanted it bad for Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say this throughout the years. I keep on saying it. If you're new to the channel, I lost love for boxing around the 2000s. Keith Thurman made me love boxing again, bro. I just couldn't wait till he turns pro and all that. And he was on the scene. It's my guy. You know, I like the way he carried himself. I like his story. I like his fighting style. He's entertaining. He know how to talk. I like that energy. You know what I'm saying? I think this one was too much. What they say? Too much to bite. What is it? Too much of a bite. Too much that he could chew. Something like that. What's the saying? What they say? He said disrespect. Oh man, queso, man. Queso. Queso was going for one time. Hey yo, queso, we doing bad out here in these streets, queso. Hey yo, queso, we doing bad out in these streets, man. But Josh Kelly's win. Josh Kelly win made me feel good, bro. I was really happy, because Josh Kelly was one of my favorite fighters. But Josh Kelly, come on now, we all know that Josh Kelly had better tools than Baccarat. Like it's easy to do that. Like it's easy for me to break down that fight. But even with the Tio and Shakur, I didn't think that Tio was gonna fight like that. Hey, yo, did y'all see how Roy Jones Jr. was cursing out Norman? Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw Roy Jones Jr., right? But people was mad at T.O. Sr. Y'all remember? Y'all saw how Roy Jones Jr. was talking? Y'all saw Roy Jones Jr. in that corner? Huh? Tell me the instructions that Roy Jones Jr. gave. And that's Roy Jones Jr. Somebody wrote to me like, yo, but that's Roy Jones Jr. I'd be like, all right, that's his father. You could talk to him like that. Rinaldo con los 5 pesos. After Fundora got knocked out by Mendoza, he started using his jab, and he been whooping ass ever since. But he was missing a lot of jabs too. He was missing, good looking out, but he was missing a lot of jabs. It wasn't a jab. It was that left hand. It wasn't a jab. He was missing a lot of jabs. Even the copy box, I do the copy box. I was saying that like, yo, man, I even gave the Thurman the round in the third or the third because he missed like 25 jabs. You know what I'm saying? I just think that left hand found a home. And I was saying that Thurman, I know Thurman gets hurt with tall fighters. He does. You know what I'm saying? And he's tall. But Thurman was moving, but he wasn't moving to set the trap. He was moving to survive. And that's the difference between how Thurman moved today and how he usually moved. He said Roy Jones Jr. was on his ass. No. But let's keep it real. What did he say? What was the instructions? But fight that mother effer. Fight that mother effer. Huh? He's bringing the bitch in you, taking the bitch out of you, or whatever he's saying. Fight that mother effer right now. Or quit. Quit. That's what Roy Jones Jr. said. And how did Norman fall? You see? You don't gotta, but when T.O. Sr. tells his son, when T.O. Sr. says, you're going to hate yourself the next morning. Where's the power, bro? Hit him! They already had a 8-week training camp. He know what he need to do. When T.O. Sr. says it, it's a problem. When Roy Jones Jr. say it, it's motivational. Now, I want to hear instructions. I want to hear the X's and O's. Yeah, he said he's bitching you out. He's bitching you out. If T.O. Sr. would have said that, yo, give him instruction. What the fuck is he saying? He just told his son that he's bitching you out. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Let's be honest. People like to pick and choose. Nah, but that's Roy Jones Jr. Yeah, that's his dad. He could talk to him out of whatever you want to talk to him. He understands his dad. Tio understands his dad, what he mean. I expected Thurman to fight Fondura in the inside after the third round, but he wasn't committed like that after. He didn't commit. I would even say just throw. Fight with him, bro. You gonna run all night. You can't do that. Just fight him, bro. Go out. I think if Thurman would have committed, I thought that. He's going to look. Fondura's going to give you opportunities for you to land some punches. Now that's one thing. That's Fundora is going to give you an opportunity for you to land some punches. He's gonna throw, but he's willing to go. He's willing to go toe to toe. That's his style. So go toe to toe. Once you know that you're not gonna run like that. I remember I was saying that he can't keep this pace up. He can't keep that. Yo, that's like you sprinting in a marathon, bro. He was already moving too much. He was already using his legs. Like, nah. After that third round, you saw how Thurman was already gassed out. Nah. Thurman was supposed to set the tone like he usually does and then go with the move. That Keith packed up. Yo, man. I said, run, Thurman. Forget. Yo, I got to the point I said, forget about running. He caught up to you. You just don't know it. He caught up to you, bro. He caught up to you, man. That has to be discouraging because Thurman's whole career, even when he's hurt, he used his legs to get out of trouble. You can't even use your leg. You can't go nowhere. This man, he's in the, Fondura is in one side of the ring. And he puts his arm out. He's already touching the other turnbuckle. Fundura is so rangy that Fundura is in one corner and he could stick his arm out and he's already touching the other corner, the other turnbuckle. And you ain't going nowhere, bro. Ain't no ring big enough, bro. Ain't no ring. That's like, if he's 6'6", and when I was watching with the David Benavidez and Boo Boo is a legit 6 feet. David Benavidez is really 6'3". They got him 6'2". No, he's 6'3". I seen him in person. He's 6'3". But if you see David Benavidez in person, he looked like Tyson Fury, bro. It's just that and that's Boo Boo 6 feet. Imagine Canelo. David Benavidez would have put Canelo Alvarez in the hospital, I think so. Yeah, I know people saying, I even say, Canelo Alvarez is a big, got a chin, but this Canelo right here, nah, David Benavidez will tear him apart, bro. And I think the reason why Canelo Alvarez now didn't fight him because he knew what was coming. I don't think that Canelo Alvarez was afraid of losing to David Benavidez. I think that Canelo Alvarez knows that David Benavidez, that is also Mexican, losing will not only he loses the fight, but he loses the fans. He loses the country. He loses more than just losing. You understand what I'm saying? To David Benavidez, the whole fan base translate. The only haters of David Benavidez is people that are fanboys of Canelo Alvarez, and there's a lot of them. Those are the only people that hate David Benavidez. That's why David Benavidez having become this, like the poster boy of Mexican boxing, is because fans feel they can't give up Canelo yet. They can't. I love Canelo. Like they can't cheer for David Benavidez because they need to still cheer for Canelo. There was some Mexican, they just couldn't cheer for Oscar de la Hoya because it's Julio Cesar Chavez. Oh yeah. I firmly believe that Benny that bought Morrell would have ended Canelo. Yeah, man. And the fan, I never seen nobody protect the Canelo like that. Like there's certain fans that protect their fighters, but the way that people protect Canelo, no, he's not real Mexican. Canelo Alvarez said, well, you don't want to face a Mexican. He wasn't talking about David Benavidez. He wasn't afraid of David Benavidez because David Benavidez is not Mexican. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. That's when you know if the fight fans get real scared when they be like, how many butts he puts in the seats? How many? He don't even sell out arenas. They throw so many like stop. Yeah, act like William Skull sold an arena. Yeah, what about the other go? None of his fight. Yo, put it this way: Edgar Berlanga fought in the Hard Rock in Orlando before fighting Canelo Alvarez. He hasn't sold out an arena. He was a Hulu theater fighter. And the fight before that, he fought in the Hard Rock in Orlando. I mean, good looking now, Ronaldo. The 5 beans. God bless. He said David Benavidez will beat the hell out of Canelo. He been dodging for years. He throws way too lame punches and his grenade chin. See, you know what Thurman did? Should have added when Thurman was saying, and it was funny, but Thurman said that when Fondura gets hit, he's going to remember how he got knocked out. He's going to remember and all that stuff. Going back to Fundora, that's a Cuban and Mexican. He does got Mexican blood. He does fight like a traditional Mexican, toe-to-toe, willing to go toe-to-toe. Mexicans don't care when they get knocked out. But fighters, like, they don't care. They fight. They know they could get knocked down. They don't care. They don't care. They don't. Latino fighters truly never care, for the most part, about winning and losing like that. Like, of course, everybody want to win, but losing doesn't define them. Pitbull Cruz is going to keep fighting the way that he fights. He lost before. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? Not going to play it safe. The thing is that they got a different people. Certain fighters' culture is a different culture. For certain fans, just fight. We want to see guerra. We want to see a fight. We don't care. Like people, the Mexicans still love Navarrete. Navarrete loses. I don't care. It's how you lose. See, people don't respect certain how people lose. You know what I'm saying? People could respect Earl Spence losing the way that he lost like that than how Jamel Charlo lost to Canelo. That's why people got mad. Effort. People feel like, come on, man, you didn't even try. That's how people get mad at fighters. He said Canelo is a monster too, bro. He was a monster. He was a monster. Until he started talking like a guy that's worried. Oh, David Benavidez is going to gain 25 pounds. You never said that about anybody. Why you care, Canelo? You always going to be the little guy. You always the little guy. Why you care now? It's because that Dimitri Bivol humbled Canelo. I don't think people. I think for real that Dimitri Bivol gave Canelo Alvarez a conscience. See, Canelo Alvarez was invincible at super middleweight. After the Kalen plant, he was invincible. He was invincible. He believed in his power. He believed. And once he tried everything with Bivol, and Eddie Reynoso in that 12th round is telling him, you're not going to knock him out. Man, that took his aura away. Dimitri Bivol took his Canelo Alvarez aura. He took his soul. I believe that. He took his soul. Canelo was never the same after. The thing is that I'm also a fan of Canelo Alvarez, so I don't want to see it like that, but if it was coming, bro. Like think about it. A lot of people feel like Canelo Alvarez carried Jaime Munguia. once you carry somebody, you got a heart. Nah, you can't have a heart in boxing, bro. You got to seek and destroy. He didn't want to seek and destroy. That's the problem right there. He said, Eddie, hey, yo, Eddie popped this bubble and Turkey popped this cherry. Yo, that discouraged him. Tú no lo noqueas. Tú no los vas a noquear. You know what I'm saying? That discouraged you. Yo, have you ever hit it? Have you ever had? All right, let's go back. Let's go back to giving examples. Hey, yo, fellas, have you had this moment with a chick that you're just not going to come? You're just not going to come. How about to put this? I'm more embarrassing. I've been through it, and maybe there's other guys that gone through this, but they won't admit it. You haven't been a time. It don't happen often. It rarely happens, but it happened. You got this good-looking chick, or the chick that y'all was dating, you planned you was gonna have that moment, right? And your meat is not fully erect. It just doesn't want to be fully erect for whatever reason. You probably had enough tequila, rum. It's just not dun, dun, dun. And you don't know why. And you're like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Wake up. It's our moment, nigga. Mira esa mami en la cama. I know some of y'all ain't going to admit it, but fuck it. You're like, yo, what's good? It look like, yo, like your boy checked out. Your meat is not working. And you're like, you trying to, what the fuck is this shit is embarrassing, yeah. And you trying to play foreplay. You kissing and you kissing in the neck and you doing extra shit. And you like this, like, what the fuck? Por donde piérdate, mi hermano, vamos a trabajar. Let's work today, bro. Yo. That happened to me one time, bro. That happened. Not twice. That happened to me. And I'm like, yo, that is because I haven't slept. You know what I'm saying? I was working a lot. I haven't slept and stuff like that. So I'm man tired. You start saying excuses like, yo, like, I haven't even slept almost in the 2 days and I've been working a lot. I understand. I understand. Man. So that's discouraging. Like, ain't nothing you could do. So when you tell the Canelo Alvarez that he can't knock out, he tried everything. You're not gonna knock him out. All that hitting the arms is not working. Canelo Alvarez was in a groove. He thought that he was just gonna hit the arm and break down Dimitri Bivol. He was gonna fall. He was just gonna break him down, just like he broke everybody down in the super middleweight prior to that. And Eddie Reynoso was like, ya, deja, tú no lo vas a noquear, ya. Pelea, dale, vamos de aquí. ¿Qué? Tú no lo vas a noquear, déjalo ya, no trates más, ya, que tú no tienes poder. Hey, yo. See what Eddie Reynoso wanted to say to Canelo in the 12th round of the Dimitri Bivol is what, he wanted to tell him how Tio Senior told his son, what happened to your power, bro? ¿Qué está pasando con el poder, con el puños? What happened to us? Eddie Reynoso was getting all fat. He was winning like if he is Canelo. When Canelo goes on vacation, he was going on vacation. Yo, Eddie Reynoso thought he was Canelo himself. Even Eddie Reynoso, tú no lo vas a noquear. Trata, siéntate ahí, sit down, just bebe un poquito de agua. Así. Yo. He said, you in the group chat. They don't understand. Keith should have been punching that right button. Man, Keith, man. Keith. Wow. Damn, it took 18 years for Keith Thurman to get whooped like that. He said Reynoso not the same without Canelo, man. Reynoso. Everybody started leaving Reynoso. Hey, when Canelo Alvarez was struggling, everybody be like, we out of here. Luis Neri left. Sanchez left. Ryan Garcia didn't want to be there. Hey, yo, Eddie Reynoso was so busy going on vacation that Virgil Ortiz was looking for a trainer. He was in the gym, in Eddie Reynoso's gym for 3 weeks, and Eddie Reynoso never showed up. All you see is the same drill. Every day, right? With the little sticks. Eddie Reynoso does the same drill. Pop, left foot, pop, pop. Try and get that shit out of here. Yeah, you done. You done, Eddie. Eddie done. Eddie is like Hunter. Once Andre Ward retire, Hunter, no good. It's hard to build another fight. That's why you got to give props. See, a guy like Customato, he build fighters from scratch. Not adopting fighter, and not even Freddie Roach have built fighters, bro. Remember when he got Manny Pacquiao already was a world champion. Cotto was already a world champion. Be the highest. That's what people, you got to respect Emmanuel Store. Emmanuel Store build fighters, bro. Emmanuel Store be building fighters. Emmanuel from Lennox Lewis to Breland to Hitman. He could build fighter. But the highest peak and fall, Derrick James. See, a lot of people like Robert Garcia. I like Robert Garcia, but Robert Garcia already gets finished products also. Who Robert Garcia build? I'm not saying hand it to. Build. Maybe did he build Bam Rodriguez? Build. Spence, Charlo, Anthony Joshua, Ryan Garcia, Alicia Baumgartner now. You got Alicia Baumgartner now. How many champions did what's his name? Buck Crawford's trainer. They all bounce. Everybody love Derrick James. What is the best? Who is truly the best build trainer? Like the builder that he builds fighters. He builds fighters. Now I'm talking about adopting fighters. Oh yeah, he's winning, so they go with the trending trainer that everybody want to run to. Because in reality, the fighter has to build the trainer. The fighter winning builds builds that trainer. Who is the custom model? The Angelo Dundee. Angelo Dundee had Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard. Who is that trainer that's building fighters? I like the Cuban Salas. You know who I like? Coach. You know who I like? That a lot of people got it. Coach K. Coach Komora. He built Shushu. He built Shushu. A lot of trainers only build that one great fighter for the most part, like Andre Rose, Daniel Jacobs. Derrick James only build only helped build Earl Spence. That's one. Cause he built another Earl Spence. But the guy that really taught him is the trainer that died, Virgil Ortiz and Earl Spence trainer that taught him how to fight. Maybe these trainers should just go stay faithful to the person that really, really knows them. Dan Birmingham, build Winky Wright, Chad Dawson, Jeff Lacey. Like, there's not a lot of Dan Birminghams, bro. There's not a lot of Dan Birminghams. And he was trainer of the year before. Dan Birmingham, he helped Keith Thurman, but Dan Birmingham didn't build Keith Thurman. Ben Getty built Keith Thurman. But Dan Birmingham did have a good stable. I think Robert Garcia got the best gym. Freddie Roach don't build. He gets handed the fighters. Freddie Roach haven't build. Tell me one fighter that Freddie Roach build. Build. Emmanuel Stewart build fighters. Mm-hmm. That's why in boxing is a 1-on-1. Is a 1 of 1. Let me see. You got to give credit. Calvin Ford build Gervonta Tank Davis. Who has 3 fighters or 2 fighters that are elite that it was built by them? I'm going to tell you a trainer that a lot of people is not giving a lot of credit to. Javier Centeno. Javier Centeno with Xander Zayas. And Javier Centeno was the trainer. I'm not going to say he built Camboso, but he was the trainer of Camboso. He didn't build Camboso. All right, we got Javier Centeno with Xander Zayas. What else? Who's a trainer that build fighters? Bob Santos. Derrick James didn't build Charlo. Their father built them. Oh, how about Robert Garcia. How many fighters he built? Like from scratch. You see, like when we talking about build, is like at least what Derrick James did with Earl Spence. With Javier Centeno did with Xander Zayas. If we want to implement the fathers, what the fathers, Papachenko, Uwe, stuff like that. But Robert Garcia got a great gym. I think there's a lot of competition in that gym. I think iron sharpens iron in that gym. I think probably got Frank Martin as well. Oh, yeah, you got to give credit to Frank Martin. His brother, he didn't build his brother. That was his Robert Garcia didn't build Mikey. That was their father. Abel Sanchez, who he built? What Cuz did with Tyson and Patter and was it he had Floyd Patterson too? Boots only got dad only got boots. Most trainers only build one fighter, to be honest. Most. Like, we can't even find consecutive trainers that build fighters. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of trainers that he can't even change the fighter. Emmanuel Stewart, but look, that's 1 of 1. Emmanuel Stewart, he's been gone for a while. the man that passed away training Thurman, Ben Getty, but Dan Birmingham, he built fighters. Triple G was already built in the average. Damn. Now that we think of it, we think there's not a lot of like, there's just a lot of trainers that get a fighter, you know what I'm saying? Because they're successful with that fighter. Tito Trinidad was built by his dad. Floyd Mayweather Sr., Floyd Mayweather, but how many fighters did he build? He ain't build Oscar De La Hoya. He ain't build Ricky Hatton. You know what I'm saying? How many Floyd Mayweathers, or at least close to Floyd Mayweathers, he built? Floyd Mayweather Sr. He trained, but not built. Shit, I think with Layla Ali, I give Roger Mayweather and the Mayweathers more credit of building her than her own dad, because Muhammad Ali didn't want his daughter to box, so she went to the Mayweathers. What's the trainer that built consecutive fighters? I said that's a good quote. We need to do a video about that. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna cut this one off, man. We get a midnight snack. Midnight snack tomorrow. We talk about it. We do the recap. 154-pound division is alive and well. Is the end of an era. I think this was really put a stamp on it. Teddy Atlas is trash. Teddy Atlas for me is trash. Teddy Atlas is Customado's bucket holder, spit bucket holder. He lives off Mike Tyson stories, bro. The reason why Teddy Atlas is relevant is because Mike Tyson is forever relevant. And anybody that's attached to Mike Tyson and got stories, that's the only reason. Yeah, I'm talking, keep it real. Nobody want to keep it real. I keep it real. Teddy Atlas is trash, bro. He's not all that. He's all talk. He's not all that. He's not all that. He lives off Mike Tyson's stories, and Mike Tyson's relevant, and him being with custom. That's it. That's it. He hasn't done anything special. For Teddy to be relevant, they got Teddy like he a genius and all that. Nah. I still can't believe Thurman. I can't believe he trained ops against his son. Senior? Yeah, but Floyd Mayweather didn't want to pay his father. You don't remember that show that they had on Fox a long time ago when he told his son that he was going to train Oscar or Ricky Hatton, and he was mad? And he's like, but then you keeping me from making money. Yo, Floyd Mayweather kicked Floyd Mayweather Sr. out the house. And Oscar De La Hoya bought Floyd Mayweather Sr. a house and a Mercedes and was paying him more than any other fighter. Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, that's why Floyd Mayweather, Queso, that's the reason why Floyd Mayweather is always going to hate Oscar De La Hoya. You know why? Because when Floyd Mayweather wanted to teach his father a lesson, kicked him out the house, had him in the street. He kicked him out the house that he bought. Oscar De La Hoya came to the rescue. Got him a house, got him a Mercedes-Benz, and got him the highest paid trainer in the sport of boxing. So in all reality, Floyd Mayweather Sr. made it without his son. And that's why, even to this day, why will Floyd Mayweather hate Oscar anyway? Oscar gave him an opportunity. Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy Promotions promoted 7 to 8 fights after he left Top Rank. You got way more money with Oscar. Your family, your father was making. He hates him because he knows that his father loves Oscar. He's in. Flo Mayweather knows that Flo Mayweather Sr. always love Oscar, feel like he owes Oscar. That's why. But yo, thank you everybody that joined the live, man. Shout out to everybody that smashed that like. Shout out to everybody that sends a donation and contributes to the channel, man. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all already know. Shout out to the members as well. If you haven't become a member to the channel, become a member to the channel. Support your boy. You know what I'm saying? God bless each and every one of y'all. Hope your health is good. Shout out to my brother Queso, Boxing Talk. Shout out to the brothers, man. You already know, man. God is good. God is good. And yo, shout out to the kiddos. Hope your family, everybody doing good, yo, in the chat. That your family doing good, that your health is right, that you're getting closer to having a personal relationship with God. God is good. God is everything. God is your best friend. Tomorrow we back at it to do a recap and talk more about the 154-pound division and give all the flowers to Sebastian Fundora. Walk into his prime, looking like a highly dangerous fighter. They put that the old dog, old Yeller, in the woodshed and ended him. Let me know what y'all think, man. Punch on Boxing. Love you. God bless, and on to the next.